Yo guys, what's going on? It's FusionBlitzx here bringing you another honest review. So GTA 5 for PC was released a couple of days ago for me, and now I've played enough of the game to give you guys a full-on honest review about how it fares on the PC. So to start things off, let's talk about the story. So the story for me, at least, I find quite solid. You play as 3 different characters and they go on their own things and they meet up together and they do a bunch of shit. For most people, I'd say the story would be quite enjoyable. You get to do heists, assassinations, driving shit around, flying jets, planes, helicopters, just doing a ton of shit that you would just never do in real life. It's outrageous, it doesn't take itself seriously, and really, because of that, it's really fun. So for most people, you're going to get a pretty good kick out of the story, if you haven't picked it up yet for whatever reason. Like if you're waiting for the PC version. So, yeah, the story itself, very, very good. I enjoy it. It's great. It's fun to try and get 100% on all the missions and everything. Just a good bit of fun, and it's a pretty decent story. Much better than a lot of the other story-based games that I've seen. So yeah, thumbs up from me. Now let's talk about GTA Online. Now this is a big part of GTA 5. It's a new thing that Rockstar is doing, and I gotta say, it's pretty good. It's not the best it could be, but they put in a lot of work in it, and it's a very enjoyable experience. So you can play with your friends online, get to do your heists, just fuck around, because that's all GTA is really about, just fucking around. And in online, you can do that, but this time with your friends. So online, very much worth it. You get to make money, do all the shit you do by yourself, but with your friends. It does well for YouTube, I've seen, so that's that. But it's just a lot of fun to play around, so you can do that, and it's great. That's all I can really say. But now let's talk about the gameplay mechanics themselves. So the first thing I want to focus on is the gunplay. The gunplay on PC feels a bit sloppy to me. Like, it's quite evident that it's a console port in this sense because it feels sloppy. Like, the mouse isn't as sensitive as I would like it, it's not as responsive. It just doesn't feel right, and I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, but it does feel like it came over from the console port, so there is that. But the gunplay, it's fine. Like, with the mouse, it's not that hard to aim, so I shouldn't really be complaining about that. You can probably tell by the gameplay in the background that my aim is fine regardless of the sloppy gunplay. But other things you have in this game are you have your driving, which is quite solid on PC. Like, even with mouse and keyboard, I find it quite easy to control cars as long as I'm not speeding down a highway and trying to make a really sharp turn, because if you do that, yeah, you're in for a rude awakening. But driving is good. You have your stock market, which can be affected by things you do in the game, which is very realistic indeed, because that's how the stock market goes around. Apple does something stupid, their stocks plummet, yeah, as evident with the iPhone 6 Plus and their fucking bending issues. And shit like that happens in the GTA game itself. You fuck over a company, their stocks are gonna fall, which is quite good. It's a very nice little system, good way to make a big buck or two. So that's that. And other shit is more or less good. You can do random missions that appear on the screen, and yeah, the features, just what I expect. They fare pretty well on PC, they're not bad. And because of that, another thumbs up. But now let's talk about the performance, and this is where GTA kind of disappointed me, especially considering that it's been delayed for so long. On the right side, you have a bunch of options to choose from. You can tweak a lot of the graphical options. It gives you a nice little indicator of how much video RAM you're going to be using. So that's always nice. So thank you Rockstar for that, giving us a bunch of options. That's exactly what us PC gamers want. But on the other hand, the menus themselves, they are extremely laggy and they stutter a lot for some reason. I have no idea why this is even a thing. The game itself runs pretty well. It's pretty well optimized. You're not going to get many frame dips. Like, I have a 970 running right now in my PC. So my 780 Ti's are somewhere. But on my 970, it runs pretty well on max settings. The lowest I've seen it go was around 40 FPS, and that is still more than playable. So, good job on the port, and the game looks gorgeous. So, that's that. But the menus, they're laggy. For whatever reason, I've had one crash and one blue screen happen on me, which is a big no-no. You guys have had plenty of time to fix this shit, and things like this are still happening. But for me, my experience has been relatively smooth, but there are other problems that other people have had. When it comes to installation, people have had issues. People have had even bigger issues with crashing all the time. Like, I only had 2 crashes. People are reporting they're getting multiple crashes, and that is just unacceptable. So, Rockstar, I think they released a patch a couple of days ago, and some of the problems were fixed. I haven't had a crash since then. But the menus, while still laggy, they are a bit better, so they're trying to fix it, which is good. But in its current state, the menus are still laggy. It is really annoying. It's not a deal breaker, but it is annoying having to deal with the laggy menus. Like, you know, going into your map to set a waypoint. It is not a fun experience. It is quite painful at times. And other times it goes perfectly smoothly. It doesn't lag for some reason. Then in other parts, yeah, it's laggy as hell. And I'm pretty sure it's like frame rate dependent on wherever you are in the city. Don't quote me on that, but that's just one small issue that they need to fix. Like, I don't know how to make such a brilliant game, but fuck up the menus. Like, come on, the menus. But that is really about the game. GTA 5 is still a brilliant game for a lot of people. I personally don't find it as fun as a lot of other people do. For whatever reason, I don't play it as long as other people. I don't get the same amount of enjoyment, but even then, it's a very good game. And you should probably pick it up if you've been waiting for the PC version and you are considering whether or not to get it. It's definitely worth it. So thank you guys for watching my honest review of GTA 5. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace out.